won the series. Windies women opted to bat first but were bowled out for 155 in 47.1 overs. Skipper Stephanie Taylor top scored with 57. She was the player of the series, while player of the match and the series, left-arm spinner Alex Hartley, took 4 for 24. England women replied easily with 158 for 5 off 38.5. Natalie Skyver was unbeaten on 58 as England women won the series 3-2, and they also took the 2 ICC Championship points for winning the series. Meanwhile, former West Indies under-19 skipper Shimron Hetmeyer missed out on a century as the West Indies A team are fighting to gain first innings honours against Sri Lanka A in their third unofficial test. Playing on day 2 in Dambulla, Hetmeyer was dismissed 6 runs short on 94, which included 17 fours, as West Indies A responded so far with 183 for 4 to Sri Lanka A's first innings score of 318. Skipper Shamar Brooks is still there on 43. And still in cricket, Basketball won their opening game of the 2016 Herman Griffith Primary Schools competition, beating Ignatius Bayer at home. Basketball batted first and made what proved to be a winning 145 in 21 overs. Basketball began their innings on the back foot as Joshua Payne misses this ball and is bowled by Giovanni Branch. Kamari Johnson then plays all around this one to be also bowled by Christopher Best. It's now 53 for 2. A skipper's knock was required from Kyle Jordan, and he timed this one sweetly to the boundary. And now Jordan again on the go, pulling this delivery through the leg side. Jordan continues to lead from the front, this time helping this delivery behind square to add 4 more to his and the team's total. But Jordan will have to check out as he was caught behind for 29 off the bowling of Darren Miller. The score now 108 for 3. As they say, 1 wicket brings 2. Sean Toppin is bowled by Best for 12. It's 122 for 4. Thierry Edwards is the next to go as he is caught at silly mid-off, gifting his wicket to the smallest boy on the field, Ian Boyce. It's now 114 for 5. Boyce again. This time, Timber! Klitschko Haynes departs without troubling the score. 1 wasn't enough, 2 was good, but still not enough, as Boyce makes it 3 in the over. Dismantling Basketball's middle order is now 116 for 7. 16 runs were added for the next wicket before Gianni King was run out. 132 for 8. Shaquano Griffith attempts a non-existent run, and he too is run out for 5, 144 for 9. And Basketball's innings comes to an end when Daquan King is caught at silly mid-on off the bowling of Dante Kumbach. Basketball 145 all out in 20.3 overs. And also in that innings, Ian Boyce took 3 for 11. In reply, Ignatius Bayer were 34 runs short, being bowled out for 111 in 22.2 overs. Giovanni Branch top scored with 37, while Malik Babb took 3 for 18. Former Barbados left-arm spinner Winston Reid believes that the batsmen in this current West Indies team just need to concentrate a little harder to compete with the world's best. Reid, who was a guest on the cricket talk show Midwicket on QFM last night, said that more also needs to be done in the region to assist our cricketers to play and focus for longer periods.
The concentration level sometimes, at test cricket level, I find that the opposition have the ability to apply pressure and maintain it for a longer period that we will see even in our first class season. So what we think the West Indies cricket board have to look at is after our first class season finishes, and let's say there are no tours, we got to find a way to get our best players available, probably on some overseas tour where they can meet decent opposition and still keep them sharp somehow.
Courage and Parry demolished St. George's Secondary 39-11 at home yesterday as the Barbados Secondary Schools under-19 netball tournament continued at Ashton Hall. Courage and Parry at the beginning of the third quarter were leading the game 19-7 against St. George's Secondary, playing in the green, and goal attack Emisha Barrow extended the lead to a 13-goal advantage after this shot. Great teamwork kept pushing the score in CP's favor as Barrow, who scored 29 from 36, netted another, making the score now 22-7. Even the spectators were amazed by how easy it was for CP to pierce the defense of St. George, with Barrow comfortably converting again. Now take a look at this team effort as CP works the ball from center position with precision passing, finding goal shooter Shanice Hudson, who finishes as she scored 1 from 3. St. George added their only goal in the third quarter as goal attack Kriska Padmore netted this one. Overall, she scored 10 from 13. CP leading in the final quarter 28-8 and extending that lead with a long pass and an equally good catch, which gets the goal shooter Shondell Harvey, and she scores, making it 9 of 15 on the evening. Teamwork being the strength of CP's attack, prevailing yet again, with some precision passing reaching the goal shooter Harvey, and she easily converted, and she made 31-8 the score. St. George were down, but not totally out, as Padmore finished another of her 10 points, gaining loud support from her #1 fan. CP finished as they started, with Barrow scoring the final goal for her team in her game-high 29 to win 39-11. The Barbados Rugby Football Union's Flow Rugby World Sevens event will take place on December 10th and 11th during the 50th anniversary BOA Games. Now, due to the large number of teams taking part and the time constraints to get the matches completed, both the Trents Ground and Frederick Smith Secondary will be used as official venues for the event. England-based players Jay Bowen, Dario Stout, Mikhail Walcott, they will all return home to lead Team Barbados in the games. Now, Tournament Director Brian Stallmeyer outlines the extra regional countries that will be joining the 8 registered Caribbean countries.
This year, our teams from Canada, we have 3 women's teams coming from Canada, one coming from way over in Vancouver, all the way on the west coast, and then one from Calgary, and a third one from Toronto. And then we have the United States teams, Atlantis coming, they draw players from all over the United States there, an invitational side. Northeast Academy, which is really the New York team from the New York area, and they'll be here again. They're bringing a men's team as well. Phoenix Rugby coming from Florida. So again, you're seeing a nice spread, and then Sion Sirens, and Sirens are another invitational team that draws players from all over the United States. One team from the UK, and there's one from New Zealand and one from Australia as well.
That sports still to come on the evening news, the business report.
Hey, what you doing? The time passing. Next thing